Thank you indeed. Thank you, all of you. And thank you to our brothers and sisters in Tirana who are watching us tonight. You know, it's a great honor and a great privilege to be here with you, to be with my colleagues, Tom and Michael, the other delegates from all the countries, but here particularly this year to congratulate you and thank Madam Rajavi for the freedom and the life-saving gift your brothers and sisters have received and are enjoying tonight for the first time. So I visited them a few months ago, and I brought with me my oldest son. And what struck me immediately was their spirit and their strength, how in a very short time they had begun transforming their temporary quarters in Albania as they transformed Camp Liberty. And the flowers are important because the flowers in the worst days at Ashraf and Liberty were taken care of and tended, and they were growing again when I visited your brothers and sisters in Albania. My son talked to a lot of your colleagues and friends. I talked to a lot of our brothers and sisters. Many of them told us the stories we had heard and read about, but never delivered with the emotion and the direct experience of the people that we met. And my son, when we left, he said, "Dad, these people are really heroes." And you are all heroes. And most importantly, your leader, Madam Rajavi, is a great hero through the darkest days. And I was thinking about several years ago during the 29 different attacks in Ashraf and then later at Liberty. Madam Rajavi stood so strong and so true and made very, very difficult life and death decisions, moving to Liberty, what to do once we got to Liberty, negotiating the safe passage and resettlement. Madam Rajavi, you not only embody the democratic principles of a free Iran, but you are a wonderful and charismatic leader in crisis. So this year you are closer than ever to achieving your goal. And although we look back briefly, we also look ahead. But when we look back, we're approaching the anniversary, as you heard, of our independence. Remember, during the struggle in the Revolutionary War, a small, ragged army spent a winter that nobody thought it would survive in Valley Forge. In many ways, the heroism and the survival of the freedom-loving brothers and sisters in Liberty and Ashraf has given the movement now the opportunity to reach its final goal. So we thank them for their survival and their heroism. What we need now is more momentum. We need a final push that will come from freedom-loving governments and people all over the world. When I was back in the FBI in 1997, we learned one day that the State Department and the White House had put the PMOI on the terrorism list, which was news for us since we were in the FBI and we were supposedly in charge of counterterrorism. Years later, the Secretary of State removed the organization from the list under great pressure, not voluntarily, pressure from you, from friends, and from the United States court. Now we are poised to achieve the final outcome, and the final outcome is what all of this has been about, the suffering, the death, the destruction, to find a free Iran and to have a democratic alternative to the regime in Tehran. You are that democratic alternative. and you will prevail because you never have given up, and the end is in sight. Thank you, and God bless you.